My bad. I have my mic muted. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. What's up, David? What's good, bro? Where you at, man? You in Brazil right now? Let me know if you're in Brazil or if you plan on going back anytime soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I get underway. Let me see. So I'm connected to the Passport Bros podcast and the No Excuse ENT channel tonight. So I'm gonna give a few moments before I get underway. Just need to get confirmation that somebody can hear me. Just throw a comment in the chat. Throw a comment in the chat if y'all can hear me, and then I'll get underway. So yeah, for those who don't know, your boy recently got married to a Colombiana. Well, as of April 1st. So I'm getting back into the swing of things on the channel. So yeah, this city, Aracaju, this is like my favorite city in Brazil. A lot of people don't know about it, but I've took the time to, I hit up 13 cities in Brazil, mostly on the coast. And, I came across Aracaju. My goal was to find cities outside of Salvador, Bahia, that, had a decent amount of black people. So the further you go away from Salvador, what I noticed was the less and less black people. So Aracaju is like the next major city north of Salvador. So that was one reason why I wanted to check it out. But yeah, somebody let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me okay. I know sometimes we be struggle streaming out here, so I just want to make sure before I get started. Okay, I see a few people tuning in. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up before I get underway. But yeah, Aracaju got some cuties. Got some cuties. So I see people popping in and out, but I ain't got no confirmation if anybody could hear me so far. So just waiting on that. So, like I said, so Aracaju is my favorite city in Brazil. I've been to 13 cities in Brazil. This is my favorite one. When it comes to this live stream, this weekly stream, I've been trying to do Afro-Brazil Thursdays. I've been trying to highlight cities that I felt like has a reasonable amount of black women. I would say just from visiting Brazil, the black women. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me. Bet. So the black women in Brazil in general, isn't as black as people thought. You know what I mean? And so I know a lot of people, they throw these Google stats, but people that actually like live there, been there, visit a lot of cities, they realize like, man, like there's not no cities with like a high percentage of black people. There's not no cities like the US, like we got our Detroits, our Atlantas, Philly, Houston, a lot of cities where black people are very visible. But in most of Brazil, I would say damn near all of Brazil, like black people aren't as visible as I thought outside of Salvador Bahia. And I did a stream on Afro-Brazilian Rio de Janeiro, and they only had one black club. You know, so it's one of them things, man. Like, there's a lot of guys, even myself, that love Brazil, and we love to see mixtures of Afro women, but it's just not, the numbers not there. But for those that love Brazil, I still want to show, where it is. So with further ado, I'm gonna give y'all an intro to Aracaju. Man, Aracaju is beautiful, man. This beach is very widespread. It's a lot of different mixes out here. It's beautiful, man. It's better than Recife and Maceió. So, brothers, it's imperative to check this city out, man, whenever you're in Brazil. So that was like, so I stayed in a hotel Ibis, which is like right by the beach. It's called Ibis Budget Hotel. So they got two Ibis chains. It's like Ibis hotels, and then there's Ibis Budget Hotel. So it's two different chains. So I stayed in a budget hotel, which is close by this beach. So I'm a beach guy. So me just walking out there, I was blown away, like how broad and how big the beach was, And obviously, if you want to meet women, that's in Brazil, that's one of the first things you want to hit up, is like the beaches. But I was just blown away by the beauty. Like, I've seen, out of the 13 cities, I've been to Fortaleza, Rio, São Luís, Victoria, Maceió, Recife. All have nice beaches, but the beaches in Aracaju just blew me away. You know what I mean? So I've been hesitant to talk about it because, like, I want to, like, I want to buy real estate there. Like, I want to get there, like, before, I open the floodgates on Aracaju. But that was just the beach. So I'm gonna just kind of so I got some snippets because the last time I've been there was in 2019, and I plan on going back later this year. So I'm just gonna show some snippets that I had, just going through the mall and things like that. Man, she is so fine. I did something here, and it's, man, she is so fine. I did something here, and it's. So that was just a little snippet, and this was before I was a content creator, but yeah, just going to the mall. This was a Rio Mall. It was called Rio Mar, Aracaju, and it was I was blown away by the beauty I seen in the mall. So let me show a couple more that I took. Yeah, so that was just a couple of snippets that I got just in the mall. And like I said, at the time, this was before I was a content creator, so I really, I really wasn't engaged in, like, really like filming like that. I was just trying to get like creep cam videos. But yeah, the mall has some dimes. Also, I'm gonna show on Instagram, just some of the beauty of as far as the women of Aracaju. So I'm going to share that as well. Give me one moment. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, cool. So this is This is a search I did on Instagram. Aracaju, um, Aracaju SE, which is a state. Sergipe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah. So one way to find women on in any particular city, especially Brazil, which is kind of hard, to find talent, especially like on a dating websites, is Instagram. You can search hashtags or you can search locations. So typically, I would search, like, let's say a mall. I would like Google the mall in Google Maps, and I would like look for like the biggest malls. So I would look for the malls that say, let's say it's like 25,000, people reviewed or visited. So I know that's a big mall. So then I'll just search the mall, because like women like to post pictures where they at it, post hashtags, and so that's how I do. So just want to go through a couple of profiles I see in Aracaju. You know what I mean? Like this lady, yeah, she looks nice. And then this looks like a Afro-Brazilian woman. Man, look at that body. She is fine. So what's this page? Brazilia's Hermosas. So yeah, she at the beach. She fine. Very, 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 very fine. And I know y'all like them all shades too. But as you guys know that frequent Brazil, you can find a baddie any city in Brazil, to be honest with you. And let's see what she look like. But yeah, Aracaju got some talent. It's definitely worth visiting. Let's see, man. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And to be honest, this is like how this method is actually how I found my wife. Just searching on hashtags in the cities that I was interested in. Yeah, she's beautiful. Imagine sending her a DM, you know what I mean, and assuming that she's not no working girl, just a regular girl, just posted on Instagram. You shoot her a DM, y'all become cool, you visit a few times, the next thing you know, you done found your wife, imagine that. Let me see if there's any other standouts on here. So yeah, that's what a good strategy is if you want to meet women that every dude ain't like met on Tinder or something like that. She looks like she has Afro blood as well. I love when they dye their hair like that. Yeah, let me scroll back up real quick. See if I got any comments. Hold on. You was in Aracaju 2 years ago. Man, how was your experience, man? How did you feel about it? What's good, Abdul? What's popping? What's popping, man? Yeah, let me know how your experience was, man. I mean, I know a few people in some of my groups I'm in, they have they've shared with me their time in Aracaju as well. Hold on. And okay, I got some people texting me. So I don't know if this the homie or not, But yeah, if you want to come up, man, I could post a StreamYard link if anybody that been to Aracaju wants to talk about and share their experience, man. Let's see, my boy Travis is on here too. Okay, bet. Okay. I'm a dude, but we had a great. Okay, cool. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, y'all don't have to show y'all face if y'all don't want to. If y'all want to talk about Aracaju, man, because I'm probably gonna do one more video because I got some old content and I'm gonna like put a video together. I'm probably gonna do one more video and then one visit, and then that's gonna be it as far as me putting y'all on this city. So I'm gonna come back to Instagram in a minute. Yes, sir, Rick James. All right, I'm gonna add you on. Bring him on real quick.
What's up, brother? What's going on, man?
What's good, bro? How you doing, man?
Not too good, man. I was sleeping, having a good old time. Abdul woke in my sleep, like, man, you gotta get on live right now. I'm like, man, I can't even think straight right now, you know.
Oh man, are you in a different country?
Man, this is my home right here, man. Reporting live from Scottsdale, Arizona, man.
Okay, that's what's up. Right there. I'm like, oh man, it's still sunny, man. Where this brother
at? Yeah, man. You know, where you at?
I'm in Philly, man.
You in Philly?
Yeah, I'm in Philly.
Right. East Coast, man. We from the East Coast originally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
So, Aracaju, man, I can finally say it right after the 50 million time. I had to get that J right. You know what I mean? The Kaju. Yeah. You said you met your wife out there, man?
No. In Colombia.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we was out there like 2.5 years ago or something. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you know, compared to like Rio and other places, you know, the smaller type vibe. You been out there? You been at Aracaju or you haven't been there yet?
No, I've been there twice. Twice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just getting caught up. Like I said, I'm half asleep on the sofa, dreaming, and like I do blowing my phone. I'm like, God damn, man! When I answered the first time, I thought you was catching a hint. You know what I mean? But now I'm up, man. So yeah, I really liked it, man. You know, it's I don't know when I'm gonna go back, because there's a lot of other cities I'm gonna see out there. I haven't been to Recife, you know, Manaus, some other places, and you know, it's tough because your time is kind of, you know, Brazil ain't exactly down the street, so it's like when you go back, you want to see as much as possible. You know what I mean? So we did meet some beautiful women out there. Had them at the pool, the hotel. Mm-hmm. Had a great experience out there.
Oh man,
so, I don't know if Abdul was there, but I've been in Brazil so many times. Trying to remember, was it 2019 or 2020? I think it was 2020 when I went out there.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully he come up, man. It'd be God, it'd be confusing, right? With knowing who guys are. So I'm gonna just share people that just don't know that watch YouTube. So we got like Facebook groups, we got WhatsApp groups, right? So you got somebody. So like most people on Facebook use their real name. What in WhatsApp they may have a different name, and then their YouTube name might be different. So sometimes I don't be knowing who is who sometimes, because it's like, okay, if I know you from WhatsApp, then I recognize your name in WhatsApp. But then if you come on YouTube and it's a different name, you might think I know who I'm talking to, but I might not know.
Well, man, silly. Like normally, you know, ever since I don't know, you know, like early 2000s, whatever, my nickname, Chain Smoker. You know, used to make music and all that type of stuff. But I'm just being silly. Rick James Bond. I just like the way it sounds. You know.
No, I'm referring to Abdul because he the one that he said that got you. He said woke you up.
Yeah. You referring to him?
Yeah,
Cool Smooth.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
He a wild guy, man. There's no way in the world you know he gonna be in a group when you don't recognize him. So I'm not sure. We're probably part of some of the same groups, but sometimes I be so busy I can't keep up. You know what I mean? Which group, who's from where? You know what I mean? So
yeah. Yeah, Cool Smooth, because I told him, I was like, man, come on if you can, because I talked to him a few times offline about Aracaju. So I was kind of thrown off. I was like, how random. Okay, how did y'all come across and picking Aracaju?
Well, so me and him been going. We first went to Brazil in 2014, and he, after that he kept going back and back, and to the point, it's like, damn, notice, like, man, I'm in Brazil, like, damn, where's the notice? You know what I'm saying? So, we all went together for my birthday, 2014, around that time, and Rio, and that's all at first, Rio, but then he started expanding and going other places and all that, and now I'm like that, like now, when I go to another country, because your time is very important. You can't. Well, I don't. Maybe you got it like that, but for some people, it's like if you travel every 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever, when you go, you gotta make the best of it. You can't just, if you're gonna go to the same place once a year, once every 3 years, you can go to the exact same city, the exact same hotel, the exact same, you know what I mean? So he was branching out more and more, and I started doing that too. And my thing now is when I go to a country, I want to experience at least, especially the first time, I want to experience at least 2 new cities. Back in the day when I got my passport, you go to DR or something like that, and it's just like you so infatuated, and you just go to, like I said, the same little strip, whatever. But now I see the importance of at least doing 2 cities minimum, because think about this: if you take a Jamaican or German person from whoever part of the world, and they come to America the first time, and they only go to Philly, right, and then they go back to their country and like, oh, this is what America's like, or they don't, from the DC areas, if they only go to DC and they're all excited and they go back. But no, DC is way different than like where I'm at in Scottsdale, Arizona, or California. Other than the language, is damn near, like as far as the terrain and the people, is damn near 2 different countries. Like America's so big that, just growing up in the East Coast is like, I think everybody is like this or everything's this way. Then when I moved to Arizona, I'm like, damn, man, you got the sunshine all year long. I'm running around wearing shorts in January. Try doing that in DC or New York. Yeah, good luck with that. So, yeah, but that's he's Abdul's the one, or my bad, I won't put his government name. Cool Smooth, he's the one that started kind of branching out of Rio and all that type of stuff. So.
Okay. So he got fellas on board to say, man, we're gonna check out Aracaju.
Yeah, and you lucky because he's closer. Like where you live, Florida, you can just get one-way shots, or maybe just bounce to Miami real quick. One thing I don't like about Arizona, I love everything about this place. It's the best thing that ever happened to me personally. I don't have kids, nothing like this. The best thing that happened to me, because if you live somewhere you like, and you just wake up every day, in a good mood. So. But only problem is traveling to, the Caribbeans or places I like, it's kind of difficult. It's like, oh, damn, you got to go from Arizona all the way to Houston. And from Houston, you got to go to Miami. And I'm like, that's the one drawback. But, it's always going to be, life is not perfect. You're going to always have certain issues. But
Right.
So where have you been in Brazil? I'm trying to get caught up.
Okay. So I'm going to catch you up. So I've been to 13 cities in Brazil.
All right.
I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but I keep a list. So I've been to Rio, Fortaleza, Salvador, Recife, Maceió, Aracaju, São Luís, Belém, Macapa, Victoria, Belo Horizonte, Porto Seguro, and a city called Ilhéus. So most of them cities is on the coast,
Yeah, me too. Like I'm if I'm on vacation, if I'm gonna hop on a plane and travel and be all this couple on the plane, I'm like 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? I need to go somewhere with a beach. And it took me a while to catch on to that. It's like, how you take a vacation, like, why do I like this place better than this other place? And one thing I started noticing is I need to be by some coastal a coastal environment, because if you're on vacation, I mean, psychologically, you want to somewhere, you want to look at water, something different than where you at. You know, I don't want to. I'm not a city guy. I'm not a big city guy. It's too much commotion. You know, you on a subway train trying to, you know, trying to hand sanitize the pole before you grab it. Like, man, I ain't a germaphobe, but I don't like being around a lot of people and commotion. And normally, I notice when you travel to other countries, and the chicks might like African American men or black men, but they busy, they late for work, they ain't got time to chop it up to you. You sitting there trying to speak their language, and it's all, you know, they don't even know what the hell you saying. It's like, okay, Poppy, you know, they, you know. So, and I noticed, like, when you go to the beach or something, it's like you chill, you can rap to them,
right?
You know, exchange WhatsApps or whatever. But it's just difficult when you're in the city. So, and as far as the places, you made me realize I went to a couple of more places than I thought. So we went to Curitiba. Did you go there?
No, I didn't go there.
Very clean. It's a very clean city. You know, it's not coastal, but it was very clean. Okay. I think. Oh, that's right. So the last time I was in Brazil, I was having fun there. I guess maybe 3 days or something like that. I had to bounce, start getting cold. I'm like, I'm going to Rio, man. You know, I'm like I said, growing up on the East Coast, I can't deal with no more cold weather now that I live on the West Coast. I mean, so the second a little gust of wind happened, I'm like, I'm out of here, man. The Curitiba's been real. Going to Rio, and I went during you know, Corona, so it wasn't that fun. A lot of things were shut down. Actually, got Corona myself when I was there, man, and I didn't know what was going on, and you know, it was pretty bad. I had to come back, go to the emergency room when I got back to America. But that's a whole different other story, you know. But,
okay, let me ask this question because I'm curious about this. So I know when I went to Aracaju both times, I think the first time I think I got a shorty off like Brazilian Cupid. You know what I mean? She was straight, you know what I mean, had her body done up. She was straight. And then the second time I went to Aracaju, you know what I mean? Like I walked around my hotel, you know what I mean? I seen like an area where chicks was like hanging out on the corner, but it really wasn't appealing. They just looked it kind of rough. But the second time I went, I really didn't like you know, I didn't smash anything. But I had a chick from another city come chill with me. So I know when I talked to the homie Cool Smooth, he was like, man, we went to like these strip clubs, or he told me a couple of spots. I was like, damn, because I'm usually pretty thorough in my research on cities, but he had told me about some spots. I guess if y'all hit up or whatever, man. So tell me about, you know what I mean, how y'all found spots, and then how was the spots y'all checked out?
Well, we did go to strip club, and here's the thing: when you traveling with him, you know, we've been friends for a long time, for 22 years or something like that. All I can say, he's a wild guy, and you won't be bored traveling with him. I mean, for better or worse. Well, I mean that in a positive and a negative way. You know, so you know, he's very outgoing, and he's just wild, man. I mean, and it's crazy because our circle of friends, they think I'm wild. I'm like, me? No, he wild, man. You need to hang out with Cool Smooth, man. You know, you would not be bored. I can't remember exactly how we found the spot, but you know, he's not one of them guys, and also myself, we're not just gonna sit around, not ask questions, and go up to a total stranger or whatever, like, hey, where's this? Where's that, man? Because you know, you gotta get that word of mouth, and you I mean, you know, just ask the locals. So I don't remember exactly, but what I do remember, this fool was in the strip club singing some Maxwell, terrible, but the women was digging it, man. You know what I'm saying? He was singing Maxwell. I'm like, this. So I got him on film though, man. So I've been waiting a couple years to pull his card and post it or show some friends. Like, you remember this, man? You ain't Maxwell, dog. This is horrible, man. But it was a good time, man. So what else did you ask me? You said how do we find a strip club and something else you were saying?
Oh, just how was it? Like, how was the talent there? Like, as far as like the beauty of women or the quality of women, what was y'all reception?
The talent was decent from what I remember, but one thing I'm noticing, like, you know, now that I live by Mexico. You know, I could drive to Mexico in like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending on like what part you're going to. And when you go to these, I noticed the talent. It's just like, if you want to be an actor, you can go to Hollywood, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you want to be accurate, anybody want to go to Alabama or something like that. You know what I mean? Go to Tallahassee, Florida or something. They're gonna go to Hollywood.
Right,
So the
right.
same thing with these talent. The talent is like, okay, I'm from this small town. I'm a baddie, so I'm gonna go to Rio de Janeiro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're gonna go to places like that. So same thing with like Mexico. If they're bad shorty and they from some small town or nobody even heard of, they're gonna go to Tijuana or something like that, or maybe Guadalajara or something like that. So the talent was decent at Aracaju. Trying to remember because maybe I gotta go back through my the pictures of my phone and all that, but like I don't remember like just breaking your neck everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but it wasn't. Then again, it wasn't like it wasn't horrible, but it was. Is Abdul able to join? Because he was trying to call me, but when he did, it like interrupted the stream. Can he call?
I got him right now.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Come on, man. You got me doing all the talking. Where you at, man? This is your idea. I was in a coma. I was in a coma 10 minutes ago, man.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's going on, guys?
What's good?
Abdul, he want to know the talent out there, like from what you remember. Like just, I mean, what do you remember as far as like just on a daily basis? I mean, we weren't breaking our necks like just walking down the street, but I mean, there is some talent there.
I would say overall, so we got to so we got to first to Fortaleza first. Had a good time there, right?
Yeah.
And we left. They went to and then he left. They went to Aracaju. I went to Recife to knock something down real quick. It was a little quick trip for like a day.
Oh, that's right. So I got to Aracaju without you. I was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I got there, I had a few things lined up, but I wasn't quite feeling. So we got in a rental car and drove around at night. And we turned in one street and found all the bars and clubs. I was like, whoa, And I was like, okay, this is different. This is a little strip. And we started finding a lot more as we went along. And then we stopped at we asked some guy, where is your best strip club? And he told us, go down this spot called, I forget the name of the place. We got there. It was a karaoke / strip club night. And talent-wise,
yeah.
I was impressed. I mean, a lot of the girls who kind of live out there or work out there are from like Recife. They come there, set up shop and dance because it's the beach. Well, it's where Brazilians go. I guess go vacation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Would you say small town vibe out there?
It was a vibe, and I mean, to me, it was a vibe because it was very laid back. Like, I enjoy going to Brazil and seeing new cities. Like, it felt good not being in Rio, not being like a Sao Paulo or Bahia. I was in an unknown spot, and it was different.
Yeah, can I say real quick, Abdul? So the last, the last time or second last time I was in Rio, it's like you got a tattoo in your head saying you a trick. They try, hey, you want to go to my hotel?
Exactly.
So I remember I think the second last time I was there, let's say 2019. I'm riding an electric scooter and this Brazilian chick on Copacabana Beach on that strip. None of my business. Brazilian chick rolled up on me. She was intrigued because I had an electric scooter, and I let her ride it and all that. And then next thing you know, go to my hotel for some money. I'm like, God damn, man, no. Like if I wanted that, if somebody wants that, let them go to an area that's known for or something like that. But damn, you know what I mean? Like, you just want a regular joint. You know what I mean? Just if you just out there minding your business, chilling, like what? this ain't even the red light district. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really feeling that.
So
But
yeah, so
yeah.
hello.
So
Yeah,
same thing
so
at McDonald's too. I did that at McDonald's. Met a chick at McDonald's,
right.
and you know I changed WhatsApp and it was the same thing. Like, damn man, where the rest
So
of that?
so Rob, to answer your question, I mean, the talent was pretty good for me because when I was there, I sang a Maxwell song like he was saying earlier,
Uh-huh.
and I got a lot of attention from that, and I was getting like a lot of contacts. And we had like two Afro-Brazilian chicks. Um, we went to the hotel we stayed at. I was at the Holiday Inn, super like high end, well high end for Brazil or that area, and it was a family hotel. But the girls came to the hotel, like
Uh-huh.
the pool area, and started dancing some like samba or some like stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, I got it on
They was
YouTube, man.
they
I got
was
it on YouTube, brother.
performing live out there, you know. But yeah, it was a good time though.
Can somebody answer this question? Somebody asks Van Lee, "What's up, brother? Are you guys strict on prophylactics with the talent in Brazil?" I'm not sure what he
What?
means by that.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You
You know
should be
what that
strict on
means?
that everywhere you go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's a wild one.
What do you
Uh,
say?
Are they strict? Are you strict on prophylactics? Is that what he said?
that's what he said. I'm not sure what prophylactics is. I never
This
heard
is
that.
condoms. Condoms.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't know about y'all. Y'all could run into somebody raw y'all want, and then you
Hell yeah, I'm
paranoid.
strict on
When you
that.
sober up next day, you paranoid. You like your boxes slightly touch your meat, and you itching, and you don't know if it's the you know what I mean. You be paranoid. Nah, I ain't doing that, man.
What age bracket do y'all normally run into? I mean, I don't. I'm most attracted to 22-year-olds. That's like my natural. Like any chick I meet, most chicks I met just out and they was like pretty and young. They usually was like 22, 23. So
You know what's funny? I don't know if y'all how y'all feel about Fresh and Fit and other podcasts. I guess you could say Red Pill and Manosphere. They actually did like a study, not even just like in America, like worldwide. It's natural. I mean, the polls showed like men worldwide want women. Do you know the figure? Abdul, 18 to 22 or something like that.
18 to 26. So there
Like,
was a poll did on guys from 18 to 62, and the average age they all went was a 24-year-old. So
that's a worldwide poll, and I kind of bring this up because not to go way off subject, but just like how men and women debates we're having nowadays, and they're like we're all the same, we want the same, we're equal. Is like and they women really get upset when they find out the truth, or that there's a small window of when they're fertile, and also like what men are looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like don't wait till a woman shouldn't wait till she's in her mid late 30s or 40s and say, you know what, I'm ready to settle down, and this is not the fourth, and then they get mad when they see older men with younger, prettier, more vibrant women. You know, but yeah, it was interesting to hear that poll. 'Cause it kind of really shed a light on what what us men are looking for. We don't want somebody the same age, for example. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah. But me personally, I like them. Yeah. It depends. It depends. But you definitely don't want. I don't believe somebody, a high value man or a man who has the opportunity to travel the world, to go spend $1,500 on a plane ticket and go get a woman older than him, with in the stomach. Look, she all out of shape, her stomach bigger than her titties. I'm like, man, damn, you could have got that in your hometown at the local bar. You gonna go all the way
Right.
to Brazil with that for that?
hey, hey, Van, to answer your question earlier, it depends, man. Like it depends on where the connection began. At a house, at a W house, no, definitely gonna put on something. But at a bank or at a fashion show, you might get to do that. So yeah, it happens.
Okay, before I ask some more questions, y'all, I'm gonna show this Instagram. So I've been trying to give guys ideas of ways to like meet women, but specifically, let's say Afro-Brazilian women in different cities in Brazil. So I kind of felt like Aracaju had some black women there from like going to the mall. I didn't see
Yep.
many as like Salvador, for example.
Yeah,
But what I was,
Salvador is your best bet, in my opinion, from the my limited experiences in Brazil. Salvador right here was kind of the area.
yeah, yeah, Salvador is definitely number one. What I was trying to do was I was trying to find cities close to Salvador just to see if they kind of had a spillover of black people. So Aracaju is like the next major city north of Salvador. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to check it out. Um,
You said
it's,
it one more time. You said Aracaju is northeast. You said
yeah, it's the first city. I guess you want to say you could say northeast or north of on the
Right here.
coast of
okay.
Salvador Bahia.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny. I haven't looked at the map with the geography in a while. I I didn't even remember that part.
yeah, yeah. The states is right next to each other. It's the neighboring state. Um, Aracaju is in. So I was showing on Instagram because that's how I found my wife in Colombia. I was searching hashtags, locations, and Instagram and Cartagena,
Can
and I
you
just
guys hear me? I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Okay,
you.
yeah. So Instagram was a way that I found what I mean my wife just by searching hashtags in certain cities and things like that in Colombia. So guys could do the same in Brazil as well. But this shorty right here, what I mean, she looks to be like I said, an Afro Brazilian in Aracaju. And I seen to be honest, I seen some of the finest women I've seen in Brazil and Aracaju, the places I went. So I want to check out her page real quick, this one right here, just to see what she looking like. And so some guys be asking like, how do you meet regular women that's not on these dating websites? And this is a way. Let me check out this photo real quick. She's pretty.
That's a epic way to do it, man. Thanks for that.
You know what I mean? Like if I was still
That's epic.
in the game, I would shoot her a DM. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I could still shoot her a DM and say, hey, can you give me a tour? But yeah, she's pretty, man, and obviously, you try to hit up the friends just to see if they got
Yep.
some talent, And I mean, a lot of us, to us, it's kind of like I don't want to say common sense, but we kind of know how to move. But some guys may be curious, man. So yeah, the friends, yeah, a lot of these girls' pages be private, but yeah, that's how you do it.
That's smart. That's real smart.
That's how you
That's
do it,
real
man.
smart.
Yeah, I think she's attractive. Let me go back. Let me check her status out real quick. Let's see. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. So yeah, I don't know if y'all caught this, but I just kind of skimmed through Aracaju, and clicked on some profiles just to see. How did you do your pipelining? Uh, how did you do your pipelining when you
Oh, me? Oh, Travis.
oh you
James Bond.
you how did you do your pipelining?
Actually, my boy, I forgot his name. Let me look up his name on Instagram. Crim PC. Sorry, Crim P6 on Instagram. Him and I are on a same group together, and he been there a few times. Aracaju, So yeah, he told me it was amazing. So I had tender gold or passport at the time, and I was trying to figure out where to go. So I checked out Recife, Aracaju, and of course Fortaleza, and just try to meet folks from there. So I would say tender gold was my main source really. And then like you were saying earlier, the malls, man, the malls are key, because they have actual real jobs there, so you can meet regular people there at the malls. So
Okay. My guy Rick, man, he said he liked the beaches, man. Now I felt like Aracaju had the dopest beach out of everywhere I've been to Brazil, man.
who's
What did y'all think
that?
of the beach?
Who's this?
Man,
Yeah, who is that?
somebody that's in or live in Aracaju.
Look like she's not trying to show her face. I don't like that. They be just flawless from top to bottom, but they got the camera in their face, or she is on her face, huh?
Yeah. I didn't go here. I didn't even know about this spot. Damn. It looked dope.
Did
I
you
say
go to
the best beach I've seen in my life
Yeah, follow
is
him. That's
not even just Brazil. Well, it was in Brazil, but it's, what's the name of that beach? Cool Smooth.
where in
In 20,
Fortaleza?
no, in Rio. Rio 2014.
In Rio. Oh,
Barra de Tijuca.
Barajuca.
Yeah, I went there. I thought it was in heaven, man. It was just like everything was just bright and everybody was fit. You know what I mean? Just incredible. I say that's the best beach I've seen, man, out of everywhere. I've been to Cuba, I've been to DR, I've been to other parts of Brazil, but that place, maybe it was because I was kind of brand new to Brazil, but it was like hands down, nothing can compare to that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like the beaches in Aracaju. I felt like they were more of a beach. They were like cleaner, like Robert said earlier, cleaner. They went down for days. It's not like a lot of like dirt and like people selling stuff. It was just a beach, and I like a unscathed beach per se. I don't care
I see.
for everyone just selling goods and just coming up to you talking nonsense. Just give me a peaceful, open beach, and I feel like Aracaju had that. So that was different.
This one looks
Well,
pretty good.
someone's asking a question, and I don't know if y'all touched on this because I had somebody called me and the stream went out for me. Why do you guys think the Brazil, Colombia, and Thailand look the way they do in comparison to other cultures? Ever wondered? Diet, genetics? Did y'all already address that?
I would say, diet. I mean, Brazil is kind of 50-50. You're gonna see some very fit women, and you're gonna see some overweight women too. You know what I mean? Brazil,
Definitely.
you're gonna see a mixture of both in Brazil. But I would say Colombia is definitely diet. And I'll give you two examples real quick. If you go to if you ever went to a mall in Colombia and went to the food court and got, let's say, like a combo, like from a burger spot or something, the cups they give you is small as hell. They give you small ass cups.
That's the first thing I learned the first place I went to. I got my passport, 2010. I think 2011. I went to Australia, and that's one of the first things I noticed. Like, you go to a fast food spot or the food court, and they give you like a shot glass full of Pepsi. I'm like, damn. I'm like, hold up, man. Like, if the light bulb went on here, like, damn, they trying to kill us out in America. Like, why are you drinking a 40-ounce Mountain Dew, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way they manipulated us here growing up, especially as kids. You say you're from Philly, right? You have 7-Eleven in Philly? Is that popular there?
We got some. I mean, we got a spot called Wawa that's popular.
Oh, we have Wawa, but 7-Eleven has something called the Big Gulp. And I remember, as a kid, they advertised that, and you just, hey, Mom, you take me to 7-Eleven, I want to get a Big Gulp, and and from there it's all downhill. And and for 30 plus years of my life, you ain't really think about it. Then I went to Australia. I'm like, why the hell are you drinking a big gulp of 32 ounce or 40, whatever it is? That's just way too much soda and way too
Sugar
much
too.
sugar. And
Yeah.
you can't win like that. I mean, you can't like outwork a bad diet. You know what I mean? You're gonna go play basketball for 8 hours straight in the 110-degree weather to burn that off, or what? You know what I mean? Like, it's just counterproductive. It's so yeah. I would say it's but we live in a capitalistic society and all that, so they're gonna pump that stuff to you and try to sell it. So I say it's nature and nurture. I think they say diet genetics here, they're just naturally bad, and then they haven't been polluted as much with the fast food culture and all that type of stuff here. And like you said, the soda alone, that's killing us, man.
Yeah. I was saying Brazil give you a lot of food though. Brazil was one country where wherever you go, you get a plate full of food. Like Brazil feeds you.
Now that's a whole different subject. So let me ask y'all this, because maybe I'm crazy, and Abdul, you can chime in. The food kind of, I mean, depending on where you go, but like, I don't really like that Brazilian food like that. Like, unless you go to like the steakhouse or like the, here in America we call it the Fogo de Chãos and all that type of stuff. But I feel like unless you go to Salvador by here, some of the food's kind of lacking some flavor. Like Jamaican food, every piece of that jerk chicken or curry goat is flavorful. But in Brazil, I'm like, look, man, I'm gonna have to pack some Lowry seasoning or something next time I come out here, man, because something is little. It's not as bad as Colombia though. Colombia is to me is horrible, man. And what's that? In Brazil, I don't know why they eat it up and they looking at me like this is good, like that shit that look like sand. You know,
protein, or I think it's protein, or I forgot what it's called. I think it's like protein or something like that.
Abdul, what is it called, man? That brown, that sand, that shit
flour.
Like,
flour. It's basically like flour.
Where in Brazil?
Yeah, that sand shit they put next to your
man.
Huh?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, man. I can't remember. It's like
I don't know what it's called.
You don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not all Brazil. That's like in some parts of Brazil. Like so in Rio. So Rio has their own kind of food, right? It's mainly like protein, meats, and so forth, and that sand stuff. Whereas Bahia is different. Bahia has more of an Afro
but even
African meals.
Bahia,
so
they try to pull it out too. I'm like, look, man, y'all need to quit with this damn sand, man. Like this shit, I don't know who started it or who agreed this tastes good. It don't, man. Like it really like if you imagine plate of spaghetti, somebody just do some sand in that shit and mix it up. Like, dog, man, you just ruined the whole fucking meal with that. I can't remember the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, brother Van, I can't answer this question, man. I don't really do research on surrogate.
What's that?
Man. Is Brazil or Colombia a smart play? Is Brazil or a Colombian surrogate a smart idea, man?
This guy Van Lee is funny, man.
You trolling this man. Let me see. Stoic. How many days do you recommend staying there? Are there excursions options there? Are you referring to Aracaju specifically?
So look, I would say Aracaju has this little food court area. A lot of food court areas with like live band and so forth. I'm not sure if you saw that, Rob, but a lot of little food bars, and then they had like a food trucking thing over there with like different vendors. That was real cool too. It was like a cool little food court, very vibey, very hip hop style, and a lot of the girls worked there. Like they sold their tacos, they sold their whatever arepas, whatever it was. That's also there as well. So, but as far as excursions, that was a short 3-day trip for us. So we didn't do any of that.
You think we could have got any more out of that trip with another day or two, or?
Definitely, hell yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a city where people go all the time, so definitely.
Yeah, and I learned my lessons. Like, you can't go to a city for one day.
One day
and a half is no way possible. You can get a feel for what it's like. And I made that mistake when I went to Thailand. When I went to Thailand, I just had Bangkok and Phuket on the list, and then people kept talking about Pattaya. So I was like, let me just squeeze that in there. And I went there for like 1 day. And of course, when you come back home, you go to the chat groups. They're like, oh man, you should have stayed in Pattaya. That's where everything was popping. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, damn. They showing pictures and this. And I'm like, man, I ain't see none of that. Get a chance to do none of that. So I would never just go to a new city for 1 day, because by the time the plane land, you check in your hotel and take a shower, and maybe get some food. It's time to leave. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Let me catch some of the guys that may have joined the stream a little bit. I'm gonna share some clips of my time in Aracaju. So I'm gonna put y'all in the background, but y'all not going nowhere. I'm gonna bring y'all back up. Hold on.
All right.
Supermercado, a farmer's market, I would say.
Não, não vai falar pra papai.
Man. Aracaju is beautiful, man. This beach is very widespread. It's a lot of different mixes out here. It's beautiful, man. It's better than Recife and Maceió. So, brothers, it's imperative to check this city out, man, whenever you're in Brazil. Man, she is so fun. I did something here, and it's
Yes, sir, man. I know y'all saw that red dress, shorty.
oh yeah. So I think it's some hidden talent there. Let me try to see if I could get some more Aracaju tag. Ooh, she's a baddie. She's a baddie, man. So are there any other cities that you would want to check out?
I want to check out Recife, Manaus. It's a shorty. I've been rapping to on there. She really wanted me to come out there.
Oh shit.
I don't have to do some more homework or talk to Cool Smooth about some more of the cities. Talk to you as well. So, like I said, my rundown is Rio, Salvador Bahia, Aracaju, Curitiba is at 4, and did I say Fortaleza? I think that might be it. I know I'm missing one. I can't think of it right now.
Okay. T Breezy asks, so is this where you find Afro Latinas? I believe it's a city where you could find some. You know what I mean? Like I said before, it won't be Brazil, not one of them countries where you're gonna see like a Atlanta full of black people or Houston full of black people. Unless you go to Salvador. And then again, you still gotta be on the right side of town to see black people at Salvador. But for those that love Brazil, you know what I mean, and you still want to have an option for a black woman, I would recommend this city because you just can't go to any city in Brazil and just find just find a black woman. Oh, that's what it's called. That powder farofa. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Farofa. I don't get it. That's just everybody. It's their version of how we eat beans or corn. Yeah, but like cornbread has flavor, has sugar in it, something. But that I don't know that Farofa. I just don't get it. Like when I eat it, my brain trying to process. Like, what is it y'all like about this?
Like, yeah, it's just like it's just extra. They already give you a lot of food, then they throw that.
Like, I was good with the frango, chicken and the rice and all that. And they try to throw that in there. I'm like, nah, I don't. I stopped telling them, yeah, keep that, man. I don't need it.
Yes, sir. What up, Bert? Bert said I was in Rio in February, had a blast. I'm going back in July. Can't wait. Passport lifestyle. Yeah, man. Brazil is I used to throw a lot of shade at Brazil. Guys used to be I was just kind of poking fun, but Brazil is a place, man. You always gonna want to go back,
Yeah, and it's huge too. So it's I've been there 4 or 5 times now, and like I said, there's still other cities I want to see.
Okay. T Breezy just letting you know I got my trip planned in December to visit Durban and Cape Town. Yes. Let me know, man. That's so I've been to South Africa a couple of times, and I push that a lot on my channels and other platforms. So a lot of people have been been taking note and hitting up South Africa, man. So yeah, South Africa, that's a beast, man. I was definitely overwhelmed. I don't know if you've been to Africa or South Africa yet or heard anything, but
we was there this time last year. That was my first time in Africa. We went to Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania. It took me a while to catch on. They would say Tanzania. I'm like, where is that? They're like, they saying Tanzania? And then last stop for me was Ghana before I had to come home because I own a business and the manager was coming to work drunk and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, well, end of this Africa trip, man. I got to come on home. What is South? Have you been to West Africa, East Africa?
I only been to Ethiopia and South Africa.
Okay. I was gonna ask you like the comparison, but like to me, Ethiopia is like its own thing. Like everything about them is just they're different than the other Africans, in my opinion. The food, the culture, they just their own little pocket.
Yeah, it's a unique. Did you like it? Did you like Ethiopia?
No.
Okay.
That was the only place I didn't like. So a bus didn't crash into our Airbnb in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? The day before we left.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Just like I thought a bomb went off or something in the building. You just heard it boom, and I'm like, man, I know you ain't about to have no damn civil war the day before I leave, man. Y'all gonna have a civil war. Y'all have this shit the day after I leave, and y'all can work out y'all differences when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
What was that? What was that?
I was telling about Ethiopia when the bus crashed into our Airbnb that you slept through. By the way, he slept through it. And I'm like, smoke coming up, from the window and commotion, and I'm like I said, I thought a bomb went off. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Especially when you have sleep, and I mean, not every day, a bus crashes into your hotel or something. So,
Wow.
Hey
Yeah.
Rob, so to answer your question, I've been to Rio, Sao Paulo. I've been a beach town in Rio. It's like a 2 hour drive from Rio. It's called what's it called, man?
Cabo Frio or no?
Cabo Frio. Yes,
Okay.
How was that?
dope little cities. Low key, some winners in there. Winners, like low key. I've been to. My ex girlfriend is from Portia de Caldas. It's in Minas Gerais, but it's near Sao Paulo. It's kind of like a 2 hour drive from Sao Paulo. Another low key city too. Like you can find some things in there too. It's called Portia de Caldas. I've been to Manaus for like a weekend. That was that was good times as well. And of course, Fortaleza, Aracaju, Recife, and Bahia. That's my Brazil. I want to go to Sao Luis.
Oh yeah, that's my. I had some stomachs in San Luis. Oh my god.
I heard.
Yeah, I forgot about telling them Sao Paulo. I was naming all the cities. I forgot that one.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Sao
San Luis.
Luis.
San Luis.
I met someone at the airport from Sao Paulo that was going there, and she was like, "Come on out there," and she was Afro-Brazilian. I'm like, "Whoa, looking like that? I might have to," but it's still on the checklist.
Yeah, I'm gonna do not a live, but I'm gonna put a video for my experience in San Luis. Like that was like my first threesome ever,
Wow.
and then like the women was just pretty, man. I mean,
Really?
they all over Brazil, man. But I met a chick in San Luis. I met her on Tinder.
Yep.
She came through. First interact, we didn't go eat nothing. She came through to my hotel. She had to go to church. She smashed me before she went to church.
Oh wow.
And then she was like, "I'm gonna catch you tomorrow." I was like, "Wow!" And then 2 weeks later, I followed her on Instagram. I see her post photos with her boyfriend. So I was like, "Damn, she got a chick. I mean, she got a boyfriend. Smashed me before church. You know what I mean?" And she showed me around. But it was a good time though, man. But that's
Brazil for you.
Yeah,
Brazil
man.
for you.
How did you feel about Fortaleza? Because I felt like I tell guys like on Tinder, I don't really get too many matches in like Rio or other major cities. But Fortaleza, I get like the most matches.
Man, hey Travis, tell them the story about those girls we met at the restaurant. It was called what was it called again?
I'm me personally. I always got to take pictures of like the restaurant or hotels I stayed in, whatever, because I cannot remember, especially 2 years down the road or something. So I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but yeah, Abdul took lead on that one. He talked to one of the hostesses, pulled her, and I pulled her friend, and they took us to what's the name of that Krakow Beach?
Futuro Beach.
Oh yeah,
Futuro.
Krakow Beach. Yeah, Krakow Beach.
Krakow Beach. No, it was Krakow Beach. Futuro is the beach, but it was Krakow Beach. Krakow Beach
Yeah.
was another beach, I think. Yeah. So we went out there. Yeah. Oh yeah. You remember that? I got that on video too. So we walk in there, and chicks worked the masseuses that work by the pool and all that. Man, it was beautiful. Man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, this little chick is bad. Hold on.
So who has the baddest chicks in your opinion? From where? What city? I mean, which country?
And country what? I mean, oh man.
That's a tough one, ain't it?
I would say this. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to body and face and body, you know what I mean? Most guys only could go off the internet that haven't traveled. So they're gonna probably look at, I say, the South American countries. But for me, I put Colombia. I put Colombia like Colombia 1A, South Africa 1B and Brazil 2.
South Africa better than Brazil?
Bodies, yes.
And
Bodies.
what do they look like then? Are they mixed? Are they like African mixed with white, or
I'm gonna put a one Brazil. I'm gonna put a one South African chick that I think is bad.
man?
I'm about to
I
pull
bet you
her
about
up
to pull
right
up.
now.
Yeah, this is one I follow on Instagram, man. She's that's South Africa right now.
Yeah, that's South Africa right there, man. They not like the darker Africans. You know what I mean? They more of like her complexion, maybe a little bit, browner, but they not like dark Africans, and they just built. They phenotype is just waist, small waist,
Mm-hmm.
Nice hips. You know what I mean? Like she bad to me. I mean, I follow a few
Mm-hmm.
South African women, man, but she will go to Brazil. She is messing with a lot of Brazilian chicks.
Look at her skin, nice and clean and smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is just like one example of a tight South African chick, man. They got them. Oh, I would say I haven't been to Tanzania. I've seen some baddies. I've seen guys post baddies of
Beware, brother. Beware.
Oh man, beware what?
When I was in Africa, they was doing the most, like with the disguises. They put on this costume, for the wigs and all this other type of stuff, and then you get them to the crib and they pop off the wig and they bald headed underneath, and I'm like, I don't like that, man. I don't like that's it. Put it like this: the best word I could describe it is jarring. It's just too. Yeah, I know you put on a little, women worldwide put a little bit of makeup on and this, that, and the fourth, but you get, to me, there's just too much false advertising. You know what I mean? Because you have a concept of what they look like in your head. You on a date with them, this and that, and you bring them back to your crib, and they pop the wig off, and they look like a totally different person. It's not cool, man. Not cool at all. It's a huge turn off for me.
Huge turn. I feel you. It's a lot of them though. They look good with the short hair. Like a lot of them, like I appreciate beauty with, long hair, short hair, but to just kind of from visiting South Africa and just seeing it with my own eyes, like South Africa body wise, I feel like Colombian body wise is better than Brazilians overall. You know what I mean?
So?
Yeah. I feel like on average, you know what I mean?
If you want to talk about from the waist down, like the buttocks, you don't think the buttocks are better in Brazil than Colombia? Because from what I remember, the first time I went to Colombia in 2017, I was like, they was all like from the waist up, like implants and all that. Like they got that on lock. But I was like, damn, they ain't fat like the Dominican chicks or the Brazilian, as far as the waist and the ass and all that. You know what I mean?
Somebody broke this down. Like I think I had talked about like the ass. So Brazilian chicks, a lot of Brazilian chicks just got a nice shape. Like when they work, when they fit, they be having a nice bubble. But like Colombian chicks, and I'm not talking about the ones with surgery. Colombian chicks got like a more of a poke. Like if they bend like a Brazilian chick, she could bend over, let's say doggy style. She could bend over and then she ain't got no cushion back there. Like all that butt that you thought she had is gone once she bend over. But in Colombia, especially and definitely South Africa, a chick bend over, it's still is wiggle room back there. It don't disappear when they bend over. So I just think Brazilians women just have a nice shape.
But isn't Brazil, they call it with the bunda, butt Bunda or something like that. Isn't that more of the culture there, like a big, but just like how us as Black American men, we want women with that. Like over there, they I seen it. They be on a talk show, a TV show, and like the Bunda contest and all this other stuff. But I don't get that from Colombia. I mean, maybe they more embrace it now as the world's changing, but I don't think that's the general focus when it comes to baddies in Colombia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Brazil try to showcase that, but like I said, if you've seen enough women and visited, you'll be like, it's just like people say Brazil has the most Black people.
Yeah.
If you go to Brazil now, you won't see that at all. So and some, you know what I mean, like it's debatable, but if you go based on like your experience, you'll see like, man, Colombian chicks, you know, especially the ones from Medellin, like they plumper on average. Like I've seen a lot of skinny chicks in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of flat, you know what I mean, flat. But in Medellin, you gonna see bubbles just like everywhere. Like, man, you gonna be like, man, like they got more women with asses in the United States in Colombia. So, you know what I mean? So that's just me. I like I said, I put South Africa, Colombia neck and neck, and Brazil up there too. But I would say the finest, if you just take a dime from South Africa, a dime from Colombia, a dime from Brazil, I think that dime from Brazil will crush all of them.
You know what's crazy? So right now, I'm just stuck on my number one, just all around right now is Colombia. You know, specifically like Medellin. This is crazy, and you might be, if we're part of the same groups and stuff like that, then maybe you're somewhat responsible for this as well. When the pandemic started, first of all, I didn't have like any contacts with anybody from Colombia or Medellin when I went only once in my life, and that was 2017, September 2017, something like that. I didn't really have any contacts. When the pandemic started, I swear to God, I started getting blown up by chicks from Medellin. I'm just like scratching my head, like I don't even. Is it 6 degrees of separation? Is it an algorithm? Like, why are they all getting flooded with these friend requests? I'm not complaining, by the way, but for 2 years, up until recently, I want to say in the last month, it just finally just slowed down. But I was just amazed. I'm like, all the time they hit me up and getting these friend requests, and I'm like, which one of my friends or whatever how are they even finding me? You know what I mean? But it's got to be 6 degrees of separation because of the chat groups of who you know, other Black males that you from the Facebook groups and all that type of stuff. But it was just amazing. I'm like, damn. And ever since then, I've been stuck on Colombia. I put Brazil and everything else on a back burner. But I was there, and again in December, I got to go back because there's just so many of them, and they just so goddamn beautiful, man. And I used to love DR women. I still do, but like the ones that be hitting me up on Facebook be like trash. I'm like, come on, man. Like these, I gotta give the trophy to Medellin for now, you know. But you know how it go. You might go back to Brazil. Like, I don't know. It's like, you know, it kind of flip flops. But definitely, for me right now, Medellin got the crown.
Let me answer this question real quick. This is somebody in Aracaju that I pulled up. Real quick, I'm gonna answer this question. For the first time in Brazil, which 2 cities do you recommend?
How long are you staying?
I don't know. Let's assume he's staying 1 or 2 weeks.
What you say, Cool Smooth?
If you're going for 1 week, that's tough, man. 1 week, you just stay in Rio for 1 week, I'll say. Personally, 1 week, Rio. 2 weeks, Rio by year.
Really? Okay.
For 2 weeks. Because first time in Brazil, you have to go to Rio. You have to see that Rio thing, you know?
True. That
whole like Copacabana, Ipanema, Barra Tijuca, you know, the stairs, you know, you have to. Lapa, exactly.
Right.
and then slowly but surely go to the other parts. It could be, Bahia because of Afro-Brazilians for sure, or it could be
Would you say Sao Paulo because that's a city? There's no beaches there, so you got Rio for the beach, and if you want your New York vibe, city type deal, you can go to Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo is tough because it's huge and it's hard to maneuver.
Yeah.
Pretty tough, For a first time Brazil trip, no. Nah.
I would recommend. Rick, do you got any recommendations?
I'm trying to think because you don't think with the us black males flooding places like Sasua and Rio that is kind of like their experience now wouldn't have been as good as it was 10 years ago or 15, 20 years ago.
I don't think it changed. I think the guys prior to us going to Brazil are saying the same thing we're saying now.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
So let them go.
Yeah, you can't for your first time. If you're listening, you can't go wrong with Rio de Janeiro. Stay by the Copacabana area. You're for your first time. Yeah, you're good there. Like I said, definitely check out. Lapa. Is Lapa a city or a subdivision in Rio de Janeiro? I don't know, but go check out the other stuff. Away from the beach as well.
Yeah, I would say definitely Rio. You want to be. I would say a week is a good time, a good enough time to be in Rio.
Yeah.
Some of the quote unquote termas are only open Monday through Friday, so
you
might not be able to catch them on the weekend. So you want to have enough time to experience the termas. I would say I didn't get no action in Salvador, so I feel a little different. You know what I mean? I never imagined going to a city out the country and not getting but that's a whole nother story. But I would say Rio and maybe Fortaleza.
Fortaleza, yeah, that's a good choice.
I would do that. The plane tickets then got a little bit more expensive flying in Brazil. So I spent like $300 on a one way going to another city.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I wanted to get the footage, but that's why I did it. But it was like, man, 300. I was like, but then locals get a different price because they use, I guess, their ID or something like that.
Oh yeah. They be trying to like social security number or something.
Yeah.
ID up driver or something like that. Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right. Rio. I mean, I like Fortaleza, but it's just I don't know. It was weird to me. Like it's not much to do there.
Yeah, it's
but
not
the
much
beach.
to do. It really is.
Yeah.
It's hard to like
maneuver.
Anything outside of Rio. I got to know your personality because
Right.
that's going to dictate what you might like and what you might not like.
Facts.
And me, I used to travel strictly, for the chicks, but now it's like that, but you got mixed up like excursions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? See what's going on, and like if you're in Rio, go check out that place with Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. What's it called again? I mean Lapa, the Escaleras.
Yep.
Lapa, Lapa, that's in Rio.
Yeah. Like I went there and I checked out that part with the beautiful song with Pharrell and Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called Escaleras. I think that means stairs or something, like colorful stairs and
Celeron.
Yeah.
Celeron staircase.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, take the helicopter tour of I guess it's Copacabana Beach and all that. I did that, man. And then they flew around the Jesus, the Christ the Redeemer Jesus statue. That footage is crazy. I got that on YouTube. That was a great experience. Great experience.
I might have to try the helicopter, man.
Yeah, they're gonna fly you around that statue, and you're flying parallel with the beach, the coast of the beach. It's just amazing view. The clouds, the mountains, everything.
Well, somebody asked about Recife. I've been a Recife. I still pronounce the R's I still pronounce it Recife, but those that are familiar with Portuguese, the R has an H sound. Um, but I don't know if the R is silent or an H sound, but
I think
it's
it's an
not.
H sound because the names, like I watch UFC, MMA, and when they have them Brazilian fighters, like Jose Aldo instead of Jose. It looked like Jose, but they call him Jose Aldo. If you know
Okay.
him, the dude Conor McGregor, he like mollywopped him. Like it took 2 seconds. If you remember that fight, yeah, it's an H.
Okay.
Abdul, you the Portuguese guy, man. It's an H, right? R sound like H.
Oh, he muted himself. Are you? If he did, hold
So
on.
how's your
You
Portuguese?
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Let's say it's gotten horrible after I left Brazil the past October. Um, Long story
What
short,
about
my
you?
Brazilian girlfriend dumped me.
What about you? Are you fluent in Portuguese now?
Hell no, I'm not even. I haven't even. No, I never wanted to learn. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't want it to, but I never was compelled to learn Portuguese. So I'm just strictly Spanish right now.
What crazy thing for me? So when we went to Brazil for the first time in 2014,
Um,
at that time I had committed and dedicated myself to learning Spanish, right?
Right, right.
And I'm struggling, but you can't just quit in life. And then we went to Brazil. I'm like, wait a minute, this language, it was so similar that it was enough to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with it because now I'm gonna confuse the hell out of myself, with the Spanish, you know what I mean? But I see the streams, it has some extreme similarities.
Hey, Rob.
yeah,
I'm shocked you had a bad time in Bahia. I'm just shocked, man, because Bahia, I mean, you said it best. Go to the malls. I mean, Bahia has two malls. One is called Baja Baja Shopping and Bahia Shopping. And Bahia Shopping is like a like any black mall in the US, like a black mall. Like it's just amazing with talent.
now
Amazing with talent.
I went there. So so I was a little arrogant, right? So I was like, man, I'm just gonna pull up. No pipeline, no pipeline and nothing. You know what I mean? Because to me, at the time, I was like, man, for me to know if a city is sweet like Rio, I'm gonna pull
Right.
up, see what the pay for play scene is like. So the pay for play scene was trash. You know what I
In
mean?
Bahia?
The spots I went to, and these was like supposedly known, popular spots. So I went to 2 spots. The chicks was trash. If it was any talent, somebody snatched them up already. So like that's one thing I don't like about Brazil, man, is that like Brazilian dudes pay for play too.
Yeah.
So they be thirsty. They be more thirsty than like the foreigners. Like a chick, you know what I mean? So you got the strip clubs. Anybody been to Brazil or Termas, you got strip clubs, chicks hang out, wait for you to grab them, take them to a room or whatever. Like chicks don't even have like 60 seconds when they leave. Like another dude is like waiting for her. So it's like if a chick is bad, like I done seen cats wait like hours to like to make some chick, man. It is just like Colombia, like any other country, man. Like it's just you don't see the locals like smashing too. So
Right.
the locals
Right.
make it harder. But anyway, I felt like the spots was trash, and then like the online websites, the baddies was talking about like $100. I'm just like, this is Salvador. Like, how y'all even on this? How y'all even on this level yet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I seen a lot of black chicks at the mall, but I was only there for 2 days, and I know I
Okay.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
think about it. Black girls are more conservative anywhere you go, so it
exactly.
takes them a little more, like a bit more time to let go and be more open. Whereas like the regular Brazilian girls, just more open. But yeah, black girls more reserved. So
You know,
you gotta take them out to dinner, do a little date. They're gonna show you around, and they have jobs, so you gotta catch them on the day off. It takes time, but earlier I was saying, like in Brazil, a week in each city you go to is a must. If not, you cannot eat with what you want to eat. Now, if you want some fast food, go ahead to the thermers and the clubs and stuff.
You know how to tell who's the weakest chick at the strip club? The one, like, soon as you step foot in that joint and they just jump on you, like, oh, yeah, you know, they just trying to holler as soon as you step in there because they ain't get no action all night. You know what I mean? Nobody talking to them.
Right.
Like, damn, motherfucker, I ain't barely got in this joint. They all just, blah, 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 like, and then you start looking around like, yeah, man, you the lower tier one. Because the bad chicks don't have to resort to that. You know what I mean? They could just simply be. And somebody going to go approach them and snatch them up. But, you know, the weak ass joints, man, try to bear hug you as soon as you come up in there.
Uh-oh, baddie.
Who was that?
Somebody in Aracaju.
Hey, that's a very, very clever tactic that I must steal from you. Thanks. Thanks for that. No, serious. That's pretty good.
What,
That
the
whole
Instagram
tag.
move?
Yeah, I'm like, I've done it before, but not to this level.
So what you put in the hashtag city and then you just go through it? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I type
Places.
in the city,
But,
places, malls, university. You put
Malls.
university.
Malls is good.
mhm.
University's good
Malls
too.
is good.
If
Okay.
you know, what I mean, I'm out the game, but like if you, well, it don't matter what age you is. If you want to pull a college girl, but like if college chicks, you could definitely find on Instagram because they hashtag they universities all the time. Oh my god!
How long you been out the game?
No, I just got married, man. I just got married 2 weeks ago, April 1st, in Colombia. My Colombian girl. I met her doing this.
What,
You know
live
what I mean?
streaming and YouTubing?
No. On Instagram. Because I
Oh, okay, good.
found her on Instagram just like because I didn't want to meet no girl from Tinder or from Cupid. I
I,
wanted
I,
to meet
I
a
personally, I
regular
do
girl.
not like Tinder, man. It's just nah. And if you want to go that route where you want to pay for play, it's like I think it would be better to meet the person in person, you know, out and about somewhere or at the strip club or something like that, man. Like Tinder, you don't know what you're going to get when they show up at your place, or you know what I mean.
Right. But for guys that's looking for, there are guys that's looking for relationships or for a wife.
Right.
You don't want to really meet a chick from a dating site because she got access to too many dudes already.
Mm-hmm.
That's hitting her up. I mean, Facebook and Instagram, you can meet everyday chicks like this. You know what I mean?
That's what I want because, for example, yesterday, the Colombian chick on, like I said, all them on Facebook, hit me up here and there. One of them yesterday talking to her for a couple of days, and then eventually it's can you buy me a suitcase? You know what I mean? Can you buy me a suitcase? And you're like, no, I don't give. What's the matter with women's minds? I mean, it's like, I guess it's a numbers game. They try to hit up, 100 guys, and then they're gonna find a sucker out of 10% of them, whatever. I'm like, I never look. I was like, look, man, if I meet you in person, we hang out and maybe get you a gift or whatever. We click vibe or something. But I would have to meet you in person. And she just kept insisting on buy me this, buy me that, give me this. I'm like, I'm not giving no woman I never met before, even had a phone conversation or a video call with, no money, no gifts. Like, it's insane. And then they be talking like you crazy or something. You know what I mean? Like, well, if you like a woman, you get her a gift. Like, I don't even know you, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, let me catch up with the chat real quick. QB Passport Flexing, what up? He said, "What up, Cool Smooth?"
Oh yeah,
That Kenny?
Kenny. That's Kenny.
Yes,
That's
Yeah,
Kenny.
Kenny.
That's Kenny.
Kenny Ken, what's up, man?
What's good, man? Let me answer this question real quick. So Recife or Recife, I was there for like a week and a half. I got bored. That's how I ended up visiting like Aracaju and Maceió. I did meet a chick off the website. She was cool. She was real cool. I should just say that. She was real cool. It was okay, but when I went to Aracaju, to me it blew Recife out the water. You know what I
Blew it
mean?
out
Yeah,
the water.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's right because like it's a very, very big dump. You know,
I
it's a
see.
big city. It's huge. Yeah, huge,
Hmm.
huge. So it's hard to like maneuver if you have no clue where to go, what to do. So yeah, I agree.
I got bed bugs or not mite or mites on
Oh
Recife. Like
man,
quality,
yeah,
like it's a poor city. Like it's cheap as
it
hell.
is.
It's cheap as hell. The beach is cool. Um, but the beach is like not Rio. It's not Aracaju. It's just a beach where you can hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I think maybe one or two pay for play spots. Um, but you know, some guys liked it. Like even I had the homie Dennis John Pierre a couple weeks ago, and he just recently hit up Recife, Belo Horizonte, and Fortaleza, and like we pretty much agreed that out of all them cities, Fortaleza is better than those other two that he visited. Um, so yeah, so that brings back to like the top few cities in Brazil, like Rio up there, Fortaleza up there, and then anything else is just a toss up. You know, let's see. G Green said Brazil got them track muscle booties. Yep.
Yep.
The Brazilian dime would definitely win.
The streets are saying that they take steroids out there in Brazil. The chicks.
I wouldn't be surprised because I can't. I work out and I can't get my legs like they legs.
Yeah, I think that's the verdict. It's like, all right, man, this ain't genetics right here. You know.
But I mean, hey, it's sexy as hell. It's sexy as hell. Are the talent in Brazil as dangerous? I don't think we answered this one. Let's see. Do you guys pay for Uber? Do you guys pay Uber for online dating? I mean,
Yeah, I
okay,
do.
okay. It depends on the
I
country,
mean,
and some girls
exactly.
have
Yeah, the
jobs, some
country.
don't.
Exactly.
Let's see. G Green said, I went to Salvador and had the time of my life.
Time of my life.
How you ain't getting no play, man? I was too
I
arrogant.
know, man. I'm telling you, I'm shocked.
If I go back to Salvador by here, I gotta go with one of you guys. I went alone, man, and like I said, rolling with Cool Smooth, Wild Dude, man. We'll get into something, together. But I would have had a better time. But then again, you can't be waiting for people. Sometimes you just gotta go to Thailand, go to
Yeah.
Brazil, like put that date out there. Like, hey, who's coming? People come, they come, they don't, they don't. But I'm not gonna wait years for people to get their money together or get off work or whatever.
Oh, fuck no. What's termas? A terma is a spa
Yeah,
disguise.
spa. Yep.
Disguise. Well, I don't want to say disguise because you can get massages and stuff like that, but it's a place where you can find women that you can pay for play. You know.
And thermals are mostly in like in a residential in a regular area, like just I mean a regular house is a thermal. You know, they're very very hard to find because they're not like in an actual like a club spot. They're like in someone's neighborhood. That's
Oh
what's
man.
up.
So what cities in Brazil would y'all say outside of Rio where I use the term layups. Y'all had the most just knock them down, knock them down, and just pretty smooth, not no long process. Damn, she
In
fine.
Brazil or just like
In
Latin America, period.
no, in Brazil, but not outside of Rio.
Pros or non-pros?
Not non-pros, non-pros. She is sexy. Oh my god.
Think this through. I don't
For
want to put people on to my cities, man, because I know people gonna bite. People gonna bite, man. I know they're gonna bite. You know, but
Whole bus full of us gonna show up at that joint. You know what
man.
I mean?
But back in the days, man, Manaus was a 5 hour flight, 5 hour flight from Miami. So that's the easiest flight to Brazil. 5 hours, boom, you're in Manaus.
Hmm.
And Manaus is the Amazon, man. And what's the more Amazon people? The Amazonians, the
Mhm.
Indian girls,
Mhm.
they're they're reckless, man. They're down for whatever, whenever.
Oh,
Like they pull up, you know. They got that long jet black hair down to the freaking back booty, you know. So it's just a vibe out there. And yeah, I mean, Manaus, I'll say if you go there for like a month,
mhm.
you might get one every day.
Man, one of the homies I know, he got 2 kids out of Manaus, man. So I know
Who?
I ain't gonna say his name, but he lived out
I
there, man.
might know him too. His name start with an M.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hey,
that's
you
my
talking about
guy.
two from two different chicks or same joint?
That's my guy.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know, but I know he said he got some joints in Manaus, man. I was like, oh shit.
I think he lives now in Bahia. But
Yeah,
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 that's my guy.
yeah. Yep.
Manaus is definitely a spot where you can eat very well. Um,
So now,
where
so
else?
now I'm curious about Manaus chick because I always heard about, and I never seen like a tall. They say Amazon women. They usually say like tall, 6 feet or 5'10", and just cold. Like, is it like that?
Um, it's all Brazil, man. I mean, they look
Okay.
more Indian. They look more Indian. They look more, like that. Like,
Indigenous.
yeah, exactly. That's the word. That's the word.
Are they
A lot
tall?
more. No, not
No.
tall.
Okay.
Variety, variety. But they love the gym. They love going to the gym, man. Them girls in the gym every day.
Hmm. I
They
wonder where
gym,
that term
eat
come from. Uh,
acai, eat fish, and that's it.
You know, it's crazy. When I was in Colombia the first time, I saw some of the indigenous people. They're like poor on the street, like selling some jewelry or something like that. You know, the ones that don't have like any Spanish in them. You know what I mean? And it was very, very tiny. It was very small. It was just interesting to see. So when the Spanish came, they probably was like looking up to them like, damn, these people tall as hell.
I wonder where
I
the
would
term
say, I,
Amazon come from though. When people say like a tall woman, they be like, "Man, you from the Amazon." Where did that stereotype come from?
I don't know. I mean,
Hmm.
Amazon has a lot of cities that's around it too, like Peru. It's near Amazon, right?
Okay. Sure.
Peru, parts of Brazil, the Amazonia state. Um,
Colombia too.
but yeah, I would say, yeah, yep, Colombia too. I would say probably Manaus and also what else? I want to say Fortaleza, but I
Hmm.
feel like that's just too easy to say.
For me, for the laser, I would say outside of Rio, I had the most layups. Like it was just like, man, the most. And then actually, I didn't get to test it out though, but Masaya. Have you heard of Masaya? It's
I
it's
heard about that. Yeah, I have.
it's the next. It's between Aracaju and Recife, and
Yep.
I got a lot of matches there, but I didn't get a chance to hit them up. But that's a city to check out too. You know what I mean? Masaya. It's a beach. It's a coastal city too.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, man. So let me see if we got any more questions in the chat real quick.
Overall, though, for me, I'll say in Latin America, for me, uh, where I get the most hits, I would say, I mean, from Colombia per se, I say Cali, Colombia was a win for me because it was just like a
Mm.
non-pro vibes, and it was just like very, very welcoming to tourists because it was not common for us to go out there a lot. But Cali for me, Medellin to this day, I have never liked Medellin, man. I don't know what is Medellin. I'm like to this day, man. I don't know how to do it. I loved Cartagena. I thought it was real dope, Cartagena.
Mm.
Like earlier you were saying, the club, the malls. The malls is key over there. Key. I mean,
Is Key where in Cali?
yeah.
You said in Cali?
No, and Cartagena. The malls is
Cartagena. Okay.
key. They have a lot of beautiful things in there. The malls.
And y'all know, as soon as I get off this stream, I'm
Semi-pros,
getting right on this Instagram.
non-pros. Yeah.
First order of business. Yeah.
Cartagena's dope though. It's dope. Yeah.
So, are you in cities, places? What are you specifically searching for? I mean, which tab? The cities, I guess.
Yeah, I just in a search bar, you could just search like, so if you put like, let's say if you put like Aracaju in a search bar, on your phone, it'll say like hashtags, places.
People, right, yeah.
And so you
Okay.
could pick like places or like hashtags. But if you're doing places, you know what I mean, you just put in a specific place, just say if you know the name of the mall, and then see if it come up a university, you know, or a city, and then just scroll, man, and then go through chicks' friends list, you know what I mean, and then they friends list and they friend list. Next thing you know, you done probably hit up 100 chicks on IG, and all you need is like 10 to bite back.
And how's your Spanish on a scale of 1 to 10?
My Spanish, I would say it's about a 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I'm in a rut. Like, I'm probably around that area too, but like I have to lead the conversation because the problem I have is if I start it off, then I know you probably gonna respond something within same context. You know what I mean? Like if I ask you, do you like to go to the beach? They're gonna like, see, me gusta la playa. They want to respond something. But if you just let a random Spanish speaking person just run up with them in the street saying, their brother got kidnapped or something, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, man. Like just they just start a random conversation. I'm like, man, I can't pick it out. I'm still at that phase sometimes. Like I'm understanding one word in the whole sentence. Okay, that person said something about a door or store, a store. So, but when you texting them on the date apps and stuff like that, you got plenty of time to kind of figure out what they're saying or go to Google Translator. So, but I definitely see myself winning more with like Mexican chicks and Latin women than like my homeboy in San Diego. We've been hanging out. He don't know no Spanish, so
Yeah. So I'm gonna close out, man, with this one question. I guess this one question somebody asked, and I'll let y'all answer it, and then I'll answer it. He's asking. Van said, smoothest. I don't know what he mean by smoothest. P for P between Brazil, Thai, and Colombia.
I don't really understand the question. I mean, I guess shouldn't it all be smooth if that's what somebody's trying to do? I mean, like,
yeah.
they hit you up with a price and you say yes or no. I mean, I don't really understand.
I mean, I don't know if I guess if y'all, I guess have a favorite country for, I guess, a single man, that want to indulge in that. I guess what y'all like, or if y'all want to comment on that, or not. Or if y'all just want to compare the countries, that, just what y'all,
I got to redo Thailand. I went one time and I went dolo. Like that was one of them situations like it's been on my mind for years. And then when I'm serious, I'm about to get my ticket or got my ticket. Nobody wanted to come, you know. So I gotta do a redo. And then also I had to go back to Pattaya. I think that's where people have the most fun, you know,
Where's
single
that?
men.
Aracaju again.
Okay. I'm going back out you now. I'm going back out there, man. See?
Yeah. You want me to let me paste this
Hold up.
page in the
They live there or they're on vacation?
It looks like they. Hold on, let me see. See how many. It don't really matter.
Right, that's true. No, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
I'm gonna put it in a back so you can easily
Only
find.
say that, man. I met someone that was in by year, but they were from Teresina. Yeah, bro. She looked like Babalu. I mean, remember Babalu, P-Star,
I
the
may
big,
not be familiar with that.
the light skinned one with the big, the big
Okay.
thing. Yeah, same vibe, man. I was like, wow, Teresina, where is that? But I want to go,
Oh, look at
But
this.
yeah.
She is fine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's nice.
See, that could be somebody's wife, man. You like, man, like they like how you find her, man.
That's crazy.
I would say, let's see. Rick, you got anything on your between Brazil, Thailand, and Colombia? Or did you already answer that?
Yeah, I got I don't really understand the question. I mean, if that's what somebody's looking for, I mean, smooth. I mean, shouldn't it all be smooth for the, you know what I mean? For the.
I guess he's saying which one was more like easiest to like just find places, good quality.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I would say easily Brazil, man. I mean, Sao Paulo has the craziest scene. Like if you just for that kind of thing, Sao Paulo is probably the best in Brazil in Brazil for sure. They have more of that than actual like people. You know what I mean? In Sao Paulo. It's crazy.
Somebody wifed this chick, man. She is cold. She is cold. I bet that.
They just went in. These are women. These other countries just women off the body alone. Just to no McDonald's every day and just. I mean, that's how a human body should look. You know what I'm saying? That's a real good photo right there.
I was saying,
y'all see the way she's looking at me?
And the beach is so dope. I would say out those three, in your face, pay for play. Where if you don't know nothing, you just get off the plane and you just walk in some pussy. Pattaya. You know what I mean?
Never been.
Huh?
No clue how it is over there. Thailand. No clue.
Oh, no clue.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Thailand. I would say, Medellin, Brazil, Rio. I think Medellin is better for pay for play than Rio. Medellin just got so many options. Colombia just got so many options. They got a map. There's maps of places where you could go, and then the map has like over 100 places you can hit up.
Wow.
You got red light districts in every major city in Colombia. Rio, you got red light areas, but like Colombia, it's just you got stuff to do during the day. Rio too. Guys take a break from work, lunchtime, and in Rio and go downtown. And like it's just like part of the culture, you know what I mean? It's just so I guess it just depends on what you look for. If it's red light districts, is it strip clubs? It just depends on like what you like as far as that. You was gonna say something, cool smooth?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say overall, I think Sao Paulo in a sense because I mean, like you have to like, I mean, to find good quality stuff, you got to go find it. So I would say Medellin is also up there, but Sao Paulo just has it's a bigger place, so it's going to have a lot more of those things because they have. I mean, it's a what? It's a top five biggest city in the world, right? Sao
Right.
Paulo is.
But the most
So
millionaires too, though, in Brazil.
exactly. So you're gonna find a lot of those spots, man. Like a whole lot. I mean, I know a guy that gave me a pamphlet, and I'm like, dude, this is like over 1,000 spots. He's like, yep.
As far as the language go, I mean, you're gonna have a smoother. It's gonna be smoother as far as reading and translating. I would think probably in the Spanish or Thailand. They speak English there too.
Yeah, probably.
I
Yeah, I
never.
gotta do Thailand redo, man. I gotta go with somebody who knows the way around and all that.
But yeah, fellas, I wanted to put this stream about Aracaju, man. Like I said, it's my favorite city in Brazil. Um, you know, how I meet women or where you will want to find black women. I feel like they have a decent amount of black women. You can hit up the malls. What you see I'm doing on Instagram.
Right, right.
That's the way. And you know what I mean, and just doing things like that, man. So if y'all got any final thoughts before I end the stream?
Abdul, my bad. Cool Smooth, are you down to go back to Aracaju anytime soon?
I mean, to answer Rob's question, I would say this. Um, so Brazil to me overall, just going there the first time, I felt like Rio was like heaven. It was like everything we saw on TV
Mm-hmm.
and we're told about it. Like it was the place. I mean, we had a good time. 2014, like we had a blast. I mean, we're seeing like dimes everywhere in our head, in our mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward now, I'm like, Rio cool. Because now I've traveled around the world, I've seen other places. I'm like, Rio, okay. So, like Rob said earlier, I think Aracaju, Fortaleza, and other cities to me just have a bit more because they're still not, you know, used to
Tainted,
seeing us, yeah, tainted, exactly.
tainted, yeah,
Not tainted at all.
yeah.
And like it's a different vibe. So whenever the vibe feels good and you can go to the mall and feel like everyone's looking at you and you feel special or whatever, that's why I pick these cities. And Rio to me just has lost that thing completely. It's still there per se, but I just feel like Aracaju, Poços de Caldas, smaller cities in Brazil just still have that Brazil uh, passion, magic that we saw in Rio in 2014. You know, but for a first timer going to Rio or going to wherever in Brazil, they will still feel it. But I don't anymore in these big cities like Rio and Sao Paulo. I'm done with that. So yes, I will go back to Aracaju and enjoy it.
She's cute. This is Mineras Generis. This is where Belo Horizonte. Belo Horizonte got some fine women too. They got some fine women too. I'm gonna do a stream on
You
that.
was there for a little while. I
Yeah,
recall you out there. I remember.
yeah, they got a pay for play scene out there too. But they got some beautiful women, man, there too. I was kind of it's a boring ass city, but you know, if you're looking for some gems, you know, and you pipeline correctly, man, you know, it's worth the visit anyway. You know what I mean? Especially if you line something up. Yeah, she's cute, man.
I could do a boring city if the like you said the chicks line up and it's not, you know, pay for play and they, you know, they just genuinely interested in you and all that. If you got them, you know, lined up, then I'm all for it.
Oh yeah.
And a city you mentioned earlier, James Bond was Curitiba. Curitiba is definitely really clean and more European.
Yeah.
So if you like that, if you like that European look, that whiter look, you know, with the Brazilian accent and passion, check it out, Curitiba. I know this is the wrong podcast for it, whatever, Rob, but you know, folks want to check out that other color.
Where is that at?
That's south of Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you start going south, it becomes more brighter.
It was cold
and
out
nicer,
there. You remember?
and
I left there because it was cold. Remember? Cool Smooth?
It's cooler. Yeah, it's cooler. But they have a good bar scene. They have a good club scene. They have good food, right? And man, I mean, they dress nice. Like it has a very like upscale vibe to it. You know, everyone looks nice, well dressed up. I mean,
yeah, not a whole lot of homeless
that was
people
our
and all
first
that type of
time.
stuff.
Our
Graffiti.
first time seeing Porsches, Panameras, Ferraris. I'm like, what?
Oh, they
Brazil?
got the bag out there, huh?
And
Yeah.
you remember there's no homeless people and graffiti and all that, you know, trash and all that.
Clean.
Clean.
It gave me Germany in Brazil.
Hmm.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, yeah, fellas, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. You know, I definitely invite y'all to pull up on any other travel topic. I do Afro-Brazil. I do Afro-Brazil Thursdays, man, and then I do Colombia Tuesdays, and then I do Africa Sundays, man. So if y'all subscribe and hit the notification, man, y'all will see me up, man, and I'll bring y'all.
I might come Sunday because I'm African, so I gotta represent my folks. West Side, man. You don't show no love to the West, man. You don't, by the way. You don't. And my boy James Baldwin co-signed, man. The West is the best, man. He was there.
So
we were in the East, we were in the West. West is the best.
Real quick,
but
real quick, because I know you about to go. So, you know, we get there, we get to the East Side, you know, Kenya and all that. He's like, they fat on the West, and I'm like, I thought he was biased. You know, he's West African, and you just think, you know, in your mind, you just think African women, they all got nice bodies. You know, it's all the same, right? And then, you know, people hit me up while I'm there, like, what they look like out there. I'm like, yeah, they, you know, so they all right, they good, you know. Man, we went to the Ghana, like, God damn, man, like it's no huh?
I heard about Ghana, man.
So Ghana got the Ghanaians, how we pronounce it, the Nigerians, all that. Their bodies mop the floor with the East Coast African bodies. I mean, they might look the same in the face or something, but I don't know what it is, the diet or whatever, the genetics, but no contest.
Nah, I heard that.
Zero.
Man. All my Nigerian homies say we like women from Ghana.
Yeah,
they say, because I always ask, I say, who got the more voluptuous women? They was like, nah, they like Nigerian got some, but Ghana, they was like Ghana women got better with more voluptuous bodies than like Nigerians. And I would say from Ghana to Sierra Leone.
That's where I'm from.
Okay. What you gotta do is you gotta go to the East Side and then go to the West to like really appreciate it. Because I'm like I said, I thought Abdul was biased. Like, come on, man, you biased. You from West Africa. It's no contest. No contest.
Yeah, the reason why I ain't really talk about West Africa like that is because of the land. It's because of like the land, buying land, the freehold land, and like the southern African countries got the freehold land. So I focus on, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia for those reasons. And Africa just too big to cover. If I had a representative or people that could talk about like each country thoroughly in West Africa, you know what I mean? I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But
hey man, thanks for the podcast, man. My first time on the podcast. Next time I probably show my face because right now I'm a little got my beard wolfing it right now.
Hey, man, I was asleep. You woke me up on my sleep, man. I'm like, you want me to go what? Go live on the podcast? Like, yeah, man, appreciate it, brother. This is my first time ever doing a live podcast myself. I mean, I watch them all the time, just like everybody else, but I've never been on, never recorded myself, live or anything like that.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be back on live Sunday. Gonna be talking about buying land in South Africa. So
my man.
See y'all soon, man. Peace out.
Peace out, man.
All right,
peace out.